The sins of our father are visited upon the children. What does that mean? The sins of our father are visited upon the children. Now, if you know the Bible, if you Catholic, Christian, Seventh-day Adventist, if you know the Bible, Deuteronomy, Ezekiel, Numbers, this quote is in those chapters. It means it's another quote, or it just means generational curse. It means that the father who may commit a sin or who may do something atrocious and pass down, or the child may suffer or get the backlash. And we can add that to this today. What do you mean, Flip? You know Uzi artist Desto, who people were saying was killed in Houston from flashing on Instagram. Well, allegedly by putting us together and being Insta detective and watching these passive aggressive bloggers talk about it, putting a crime together. Apparently, they think that it's revenge for young Dolph. Why? Because Hernandez Govan was arrested, 43, on first degree murder, first degree to commit murder. Who was that? Indicted, arrested, Mr. Govan, Desto's father. Yeah. Sins of our father are visited upon the children, Desto's father. Young Dolph got shot 22 times. It's alleged that he set it up. It's alleged that he put it together. It's alleged that he's the man with the plan. Now, of course, we know people might be telling. And of course, the streets and jail know before anyone knows. So now we're putting two and two together, and I'm watching it and I'm hearing these things, but I'm not here to play detective. First and foremost, let me say rest in peace to young Dolph. Let me say rest in peace to Desto. It's sad that allegedly, if this is true, that the nonsense that her father did caused her to lose her life, man, the world is just turning like it normally does, because it happens all the time. This quote was made back in the Bible days. This is the second rapper that got killed in Houston. Wasn't Snooty killed? I guess he was Joe Gotti's artist. I'm not sure. I don't know what's going on with Houston and Memphis. What's the correlation? Here's the problem though. Desto, if you don't know, in Houston, her car was ambushed. They said they were shot from both sides. Desto got out, hit somebody, and the person hit Desto in the head. Then they found a blood trail to the person who did the crime. But I'm not here to talk about that. I want to say rest in peace. It's sad that society has the game messed up. And let me just talk about Hernandez real quick. Went to the page, the Instagram. When his daughter lost his life, you could look in his eyes, and of course, you feel bad for him. And the tweets of my lifestyle. He wrote my life in October. He wrote that his lifestyle. He apologized to his daughter. That wasn't gonna help. You apologize to your daughter on Instagram or Twitter. That wasn't gonna help. She's gone already. What did you do to prevent it? Did you realize that your sins may be bestowed upon her? Did you forget that how society worked? Did you forget how karma worked? Did you forget how the world turned? And I'm not making fun, or I actually feel bad that someone had to lose their life to send a message, but this has been going on in society forever. Grimy. The way things move. Jail and the streets know first. This has been going on in society forever. And it's alleged. We putting two and two together because it's not confirmed. But let's just say allegedly. Watch it and trying to promote the youth and shout out Little Uzi and doing all these things, knowing that he committed the biggest sin of all. And it may not be a sin to him. He just may be doing regular street stuff. You know what I mean? But these are the reasons that we say F the hood, why 50 said it. Grimy, underhand tactics. Young Dolph got shot 22 times going to buy cookies. 22 times. Now, I'm not here to say what Dolph did. Or, I don't know. But that's not the point. The point is that these acts, these continuous snaky ways, these continuous reckless moves make us not want to go back to our neighborhood, because at the end of the day, society has deemed it as approved. Going to your neighborhood, being popular, flexing on Instagram, going to the hood, getting the love, checking in, that it's okay when it's not. The youth of these days don't relate to none of you. And I watch some of you old heads on Instagram, on Twitter, even on YouTube, trying to use the youth or use their name to push an agenda, when a lot of times you guys like, that man is doing more damage than good. Because they're smarter than that. What do you mean, Flip? The youth are smart. They know that. They see how you moving. They don't respect it. They don't respect you. You can't garnish that respect from the youth. They big homies is 15, 16. In Chicago, they got kids 12, 11. They big homies is 14 and caught 4 joints already. 4 joints by the time his 14th birthday. Talking about it and talking about they smoking and stuff. That's what I'm saying. We don't know where the hammers is coming from. The labels don't care. You know the labels don't care. Why the labels don't care? Because the labels make money off of it. We know that when somebody passes away, we go search them up, and that YouTube or the ad revenue or the ads, they bring more money. And if they spent 500,000, they're making 900,000, because we're going to looking around the world. This is how the internet works. So the industry or the whoever, the labels are not really concerned about losing someone. They don't care. And I wouldn't be surprised if they have life insurance in their contracts. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm going to get a contract and show you. I wouldn't be surprised. But at the end of the day, because society make it so good to be back in the hood, they don't try to encourage anybody. Society make it cool. You in the hood? Yeah. You in the hood with a $500,000, $600,000 car with $500,000 worth of jewelry on, because you want to garnish that respect and you want to be there. But then you got old heads that set things up and put things together and causes these issues. And karma is a hell of a thing. This is a big old Wild Wild West rodeo type story, and it's sad. You talk about you want to break generational curses. I don't want to break generational curse. The youth don't respect you because they see this. The youth don't respect you because they know this. You see tweets and all that, yo, you got to stop the killing, what's going on. Then it's apologizing about the lifestyle. Yes, my lifestyle. He admitted it. I'm going to put it up. He admitted that his lifestyle might have caused his daughter to lose her life. He knew that. He knew what was up. He wrote it. Up. It's too late. It's too late to turn back now. I'm falling in love. It's too late, homie. Don't be like a father like that. You got to think first. You got to think. You got to know how to move, man. Because what steps do you think he took to get his daughter out of the situation? His daughter hopped out the car with a joint anyway. Did he warn her? Did he let her know? Maybe. But the problem is we so fixated in being in the hood and being in these areas and with expensive cars and jewelry and going to the studio, going to strip clubs and doing musics in the area just to show off and stuff like that. And so I respect Dirk and them, man. They left Chicago a long time ago. Chief Keef and them, they left the areas knowing that you could be succumbed and become victim to setups. You could become victim to somebody acting like they holding you down and protecting you while setting up the whole operation for you to get booked. Or you could be a victim from sins of the father. This is all alleged, though. It's me putting it together. But let me tell you something, you old YouTube heads, the ones that's making blogs, not the ones that's understanding. I'm not Stevie Wonder, Ray Charles, locked in a basement somewhere. I see everything. And even if I don't see it, it come to me. The youth don't respect you. You can't relate to the youth. You're using the youth to push an agenda. It's kind of sick. You're not outside talking to them. They're not listening. You going to a school? Y'all going to some schools and stuff like that. Y'all not doing that. Y'all not really doing nothing. You know why? Because when you look a man in his eye, you can see that him being a coward, he can't hide. Now, I know I went all over the place, but it all comes back to we have to change the way we're living because life is the most precious thing on this earth to have. There's nothing more precious than life. And if you love your loved ones and you do something bad, you make sure you do your best to get them out of Dodge. Whether this is true or not, whether it's all alleged, we put it together. Queens.